Welcome again to Ndudu by Fafa. Thank you very much for joining in again. And on this episode, I'm actually going to be making Koko, which is actually cornmeal porridge with some peanuts. So here I've actually got about 100 grams of uncooked peanuts. You can actually get this from your local grocers or your supermarket. And I've preheated the oven to 200 degrees. I'm just going to bake it under the oven for about 7 to 10 minutes and it should be lovely and crunchy and beautiful. Alternatively, you can actually buy your roasted peanuts from your local supermarkets, but I prefer to make mine as easy. So here I am just placing my peanuts in there and then I would actually start thinking about my porridge. Now, cocoa is actually made out of corn and it's corn that's fermented. So the corn is actually soaked for about 3 days and then it's actually milled into this powder form that you can see and it's beautiful. Now, what I'm actually going to do is I've got about 150 grams of this corn dough, as we call it, and I'm going to mix it with 600 milliliters of cold water and I'm just going to mix it till it's well combined. Reason is because I'm actually going to be straining this. I want to take all the chaff out and I just want a nice, silky, creamy, beautiful porridge. And it's just yummy. I mean, this is actually one of the breakfasts that you can actually get from Ghana. So using a colander, I'm actually going to strain this. Alternatively, you can use a muslin cloth if you do have one, but I'm using a colander for this. And you can see all I've just done is I've actually just passed the juice through this. And I've just collected all the chaff. And as you can see here, yeah, I don't want this bit. And I think I'll strain this for about 4 times, just to the point that when I actually strain again, I could hardly see any of the pips or any of the chaff at all in it. So yeah, I think that's fine now. So to that, it's just beautiful. Look at that. I'm actually going to just place a saucepan on a medium heat, as I always say, medium heat. I know. And I'm just going to add the juice to this. And I'm going to cook this slowly till it actually, thickens. And it's just going to be yummy, I think. So yes, now the tip. There is a very important tip here. Do not leave your porridge because if not, it will become lumpy and that's the last thing you want. The whole point of actually straining it is to have that silky smooth texture of it. So here I'm actually just gently doing that. Now I need a little bit of spice and a little bit of to it. So I do always add a slither of ginger, fresh ginger, and my grains of saleem. Now grains of saleem, it has like almost an aromatic taste. It's like a black peppercorn, but more of an aromatic taste to it, which is just beautiful. Yet again, you can get that in your local grocers, and I'm just going to add that to it. Now, the reason why I do like the ginger is just that it settles my tummy as well in the morning, and it's just a nice little kick to actually have to it. It is optional again. You can take that out, and you can see, look, it's thickening beautifully, and I love that gloss. Look at that. It's just thickening beautifully, and you can see the flavors infusing because it's just going into a bit of a darker color. Oh, yes, I know. Look at that. It's just stunning. I think my mouth is watering, and I can actually also smell the peanuts as well. That's just roasting beautifully. Now, I think it's thickened a little bit, so I'm just going to add about 150 milliliters of water just so it makes it like it gives it that sort of double cream consistency. Now, alternatively, I mean, you can add a little bit more water if you actually like your porridge a little bit runny, or if you like it a little bit thicker, then use less water. But it's always best to use less water at the beginning, and then you can incorporate and add a bit more so that you don't have too watery porridge, and that's just beautiful. Look at that. I'm liking this. I'm liking the fact that I'm going to actually taste that little gingery and that grains of slim that's going to infuse into it. I'm just going to add a little bit of pinch of salt. Just a pinch of salt, and I just add, you can just see about a teaspoonful of sugar. Don't want to take too much, but you can add as much sugar as you want. But I try not to have as much in there. Now, alternatively as well, you can use your preferred milk. I prefer to actually use powdered milk, and it's just something I do like because I don't. If I add like condensed milk, or if I add condensed milk would overpower. If I add evaporated milk as well, it makes it a little bit runny. So if you're using that, just make sure that you use less water. So yes, look at that. It's just beautiful and creamy. Let me check on my peanuts. It's cooling down now. Now you see, that's just beautiful. And I'm just going to painstakingly take all the skins off. And yeah, separate it. And the way I actually do it is at this stage, I'll put it in a napkin and I just peel it, and then the skin goes underneath it, and I can actually just pick the peanuts. So it's just perfect. So here we have our traditional Koko and Nkatia. Koko meaning the cornmeal porridge, and Nkatia is peanuts. And guess what? I have got the buffalo to go with it, which is the donut. The Nigerians would call it puff puff, and we call it buffalo. Is the Ghanaian donut, as I would say. And this is a typical breakfast in Ghana. It's just yummy. I do have the recipe for the buffalo in one of my videos, so please do check it out. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share. Tell everybody about Ndudu by Fafa. It's creative cooking. Do not forget to join me. Find me on Instagram, Facebook, on my blog, Ndudu by Fafa. Don't forget to subscribe to my blog for exciting recipes. www.ndudubyfafa.blogspot.com. Thank you. Bye.